Hello, this is Gerald Johan van Waas with some quick demonstrations of letter combinations as formations. And in this video I will start from the ap or ba form, and I will also show you the difference, and you can learn here to recognize how forms develop and how they can be how there can be letters recognized during the formation. You can recognize it very easily if you start with these B, because B is enlarging the form, so that makes it very easy to show you what kind of letters are formed within this structure. So let's go. I will start from A to B. You have the A in the middle, that size there, and the B is the extension. Basically it's here from A to B. That's my focus. So if I want to express ap first, ap is an extension, so I have to not the A first. A is my center of focus, it's my vision, it's my center, that's what I see. If I choose ap as a separate word, it goes from there. So start from my center especially, and I go to the B. There I will start my ap. So the ap will be there as the point of A, and the B will be there as ap. So this point of growth from A to B is ap. Where they use it in words, ap in abnormal, ap whatever, it is a first small part of a word which has a meaning, which is a bit more difficult to figure out what kind of meaning it is. But what you can see in the letters is you notice something that grows. The A to B, the growing itself, is just growing. But from A to B, as a word, ap, it is the growing that extends. So you have an emphasis on the extension. So you see, oh, there is something that is off because it's growing from the A to the B, so I see something abnormal. That's more or less why it looks like this, and not just like ab. It is no, this is a separate word entity, ab, which has, if you follow the rules correctly, you have that kind of form. Okay, now the other way around, B to A, how will that work? So I will start not with the A, I will start with the B. Where is the B? That's that part, that's the B part. Basically it's the extension. It goes from the A to the B, but it's the extension from the center point of vision, the extended part. So if I want to have ba, I will have to start from B, and there I will add the a. So I'll have found the ba. Hello ba. When I go to ban, for instance, I will add the n. N basically is I will put something in the volume that fits into the volume. If it's the last letter, it has to. I continue this direction, and I put it at the end then. So I have the ban here as a full word, and it's almost outside the frame. It's pushed forward from B, as you can see. But there is always needed something extra to check out. When you form a word, you have a starting point, you have a growth process, and you have an ending. This ending is also always is a feedback. When you hear a word, you hear the ending, you also quickly think, okay, what did I get? What kind of letters did I have? Okay, it was this. So the starting point still has to be felt in the end point, and that's the last feedback. If you always deal with that, with your reorientation, you can form the word well, and you will understand the word well. This alone, the order, is not enough. You have to add a very small thing. This feedback from the N to the B. So what happens in the N has to have a push from the B. So I have the N, or the thing, in my focus, which is pushed out, and that's the ban. So I can recognize the word, I can recognize what it's in it. I will follow these rules. Always, I hope I never forget, but these are the rules which are correct, and more correct if I ever forgot them. It is a very helpful tool to know what's the end effect. So then you can focus on the end effect. What will be the end effect of ban? You can see the B is pushing the thing inside, my focus outside. That's the ban. If I use it in a word that I still have to connect, I can still connect it from inside, so I can have the N even a little bit more inside, because I go from the focus to if I have to adapt my order down a little bit, but the N can be there, and the A of bana then, for instance, well, you know what I is focusing back to the N inside. I have the A now in larger, the bana. Still I'm going to see it from the middle focus, the extension alone. So I have bana, the double A, so I have bana. I'm almost there. I'm always bana, and then I will still see at the feedback process. So I already checked, well, okay, I started from my starting point, that's good. I have the N inside, I have the A, the double A, so that's fine. But the last N has to, or the full N, it's another N, has to find the region that starts from B. So the B, the pressing out, and I have to find the last regions. Actually not very difficult to find the last region. The last region is the region in which the whole form fits. So it's this is the bana. We are almost there. We are almost bana, banan there. Then we still have to have the last N, the N or inside, in a large form of A. Where is it? Of course, I need to have this small section. It's inside the large part. I have to have something there. So where is the banan? Banan means, of course, banana. Here is the banana. I hope you don't get banana or banana. There's lots of bananas, of course. Where do I recognize the next letters? N, M, and L. Yeah, I have the A and the B. So A is my center, B the extension. How do they look like in the theory? The theory, you can see the N is somewhere in the volume. M is the extension outside the A. And the L is an extension somewhat on the trying to get out. So that's some description of something that is growing. It is growing further and so on. Not too much explanations, but look it up. So where can be? We'll take the first. We will go step by step. The most easy thing, we already had an N. Where are actually the sections of N in this form? It's actually very easy. There are 3 sections of N, which means there are volumes inside the totality. What kind of volumes do you have in the totality? We have, of course, the middle part. And this is in. E is the sound to make an insertion to a new center point of focus. So this is already a very good center point of focus. I have something in here. Not that I can't have an in somewhere else, but it's a good starting point. Let's say I have it as a starting point. I have the inner connection there. Next, in a letter, it fits with and. So N. So this one and that one. I can recognize the E as the lengthening. So it's the next part. There's the A. The A. But it's expressed as and. So I start from the center with A, connect something extra to it, and I add, like with D, an ending. I will add an ending from a starting point and a reaching point. So it's I start from somewhere and I reach it until a new border. That's the end. So I have here this and that. So I have an addition here as well. So the last n is of course this part. And how can I pronounce it with an extra letter to really say like it's that last part there? Of course I can use n. But let's say when I concentrate on the A, that's my real object, then actually the last part, if the extension isn't extended already yet, but if it's a potential extension, what kind of region is it outside the object? It's actually the environment. It's already what is going to be and so on. It's more like an environment. The environment outside A is O, so I have here on. So everything which is connected there is on. And from here I can of course make more connections. What kind of connections I can make? I will use the word, or I express the word round. So I have the connection points, which I already found. So it was very easy. I have the O region, the N region, so I have the on region, but I will open it up so I can go fully around with a border, or with I say, okay, here I can find a function that is useful. I can find the useful function of what is round. Actually, when I really start from A, it's not round, but it's more like around, of course, around with the R. Oh, yeah, it's mostly with a movement. It's okay. In the theory, it says it's a movement which connects space and which connects itself in space and time. Everything which is connected in that word, whatever it expresses. So here you can go around from A to over the O region to a certain border. I have it. It's not expressed as around, but as around. So let's express it as around. The is starting from anywhere. Makes a distinction, so it can have a distinction somewhere on the sphere there. So I start anywhere on the sphere, and I make a connection to the full range of the sphere, and connect it to the environment. And I have the rond first with an with an opening how wide it can go around. I can have a U letter to it as well. So I have rond or round or around here. Let's go further to the next letter, the M. So we'll start from A. Where shall we find the M? M is an extension from the circle. So if I take this as a starting point, the A with the B, where is my M border? So my M border is of course at the largest extension, where I have the extension of B after A. But where does that start from? Where does this M start from? It starts from the A, of course. So the A basically says I have an A, and thanks to the B that I have underneath, I can extend it as far as I can here within these borders. Actually, it's the M itself as a sound actually goes even beyond the B. It's the full frame of what it can connect. So am, like in German, am, which connects as well, which is more or less like at with a T. Or nearby. Let's say am. It's more nearby. It's nearby. Yeah. Okay. And it's so you can recognize all the am is what is nearby what is already extending. So it's beyond the B. The M is even going a bit further, as you can also already see in the expression there. So the L, where will the L be? The L, the formation itself. So what is formed? What is the extra that is formed? It's actually only this last part is the L, which is a formation which goes from the volume to another volume, and it creates a volume. So the L or double L will create its volume actually in full even in full form, as you can see there underneath, if you have the feedback process to it as well, but I won't express that now. I just have, you have already an idea. Last, I will add another extra letter, the K. So where can I add the K, and where can I recognize the K in this form? The A from B. Where is the K? Of course, it goes from a center point to, I will follow the B extension. So the K is this kind of extension. So let's have a few words with it. Let's have with the B and the K. So of course I first have to go from B and then add the K, so the K will come later. So the B first, then the A, and then the K. So I have beak or beak, it's the same word, with a feedback to it. I also have the feedback. So the K says, okay, never forget where you start from. Can you still please reconnect it to the starting point so that you can see how the movement goes. Here's this is the basics to start for starting to design or understand a beak. I'm not going to too far from it. This is the basics. The basics is already recognizable. The ba we already know, so the ba is there. So I will express back instead of beak. Back is a small container. It's a Dutch word, but let's express it. And how can I have the K there? I will add a few lines to see how this form is formed, because the K is a breaking point. Where can I add the breaking point? So I will add all the points to base myself to see very well where the K has to be added. So underneath is of course here from the B to the A, the ba, it is there, and now I can add the K with already some feedback. But it's not very recognizable yet this time that this is a back or a container, not at all. So I have to continue to add the same thing, the same ideas from K to B, so and A. So what do? I have the K, the A, as you see, so you have the B, then the A again, and then the feedback of the B inside the K. So now I have the feedback of the B inside the last K, and that's what it is about. If I think about what a back or a container, how we name a container, because container is not a very good translation. It's always a small sized container which you can pick up, and suddenly I realize, oh, so it is really a focus on this picking up. As you can notice there, that's the feedback process which is expected from you there to be. And why is the A not round like always? It is, in a way, you can see it's a focus, which like it's always a focus always in a round circle, but the focus is on the corners, the K, and this K is lifted by the B, as you can see here. I will make it a bit bigger. You can see, so it is a relatively small container. So the result, if you translate it, so I look at it That's my focus of the word. Look at it from one focus of A. And what I do it, so I will start and the ending. I take, so my feedback is that I take the breaking points of K, the K, there my feedback at the end starts. And what I do with it, of course, from what it started, so it started from B, where these breaking points in the end will have been uplifted. That's the effect that you expect, and that's what the container is. So if I want to check it, if this is 100% correct, I always check Google's image search. I put in the word image, in the images, I'll look up for the images, I'll look up for back, and it fit actually perfectly. I didn't even expect it. I thought that back was just like this square or more or less square, and that's it. No, it's extremely important that we define this object by, I will show you first, that it has this edge at the end. That's one of the possibilities that you have, or you have a part where you can lift it up. It has this grip at the end. The grip is, it could have been even the grip, you see the grip is underneath there, or the grip is at the top. But this back has always these features. So I hope you enjoyed. You come already closer to realizing where the letters can be recognized in a form, and the B helps very much because it makes it a little bit bigger and more visible. So that's a very helpful tool to show you the differences. Anyhow, thanks for watching. This was Gerald van Waas. There's a website too, and so on. This is YouTube channel, and the theory itself can be found in volume 1 and 2 as a starting point. I hope someday I will have another volume with the practical workout. This is the theory of the letter meaning features, all the letter meanings in scripture and astrology, and so on and so on. In volume 1 and 2 you can read them as well. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed, and thanks again for watching. Bye bye.